Today we're playing demo for Map, a game about maps where, unsurprisingly, we're gonna be making maps and looking for some treasure. So let's see what this one is all about. It's looking pretty cute, the music's pretty cute. So hopefully gonna be nice. Wow, so this is the first island on our trip. That's awesome. And you can map the island, so you could just walk around the island over there and mark that tree on your map just with your sense of direction and the outline of the island. Wow. Well, we walk around, we run and jump, and we open map. No controller support yet, but they will add it. Wow, this is a big island. Drag the marker to the intended position, confirm to complete the missions. Map the tree on the map. So we go over here and there's a tree. And we must inspect where this tree might be, which is on the end of this island here. I'm not sure how precise we need to be. Like, we have little tools here. Okay, we get a little pencil and we get a little crayon. So we can draw things and we can erase. Oh, I mean, I don't think we need to do this now, but I assume later we're gonna have bigger maps, okay? Is that where the tree is? 0.4 steps, so pretty close. And we're basically playing GeoGuessr, yeah? Where to next? Well, there is another island and also some sea monsters. Wow, that was amazing! I knew you were good, but I had no idea you were that good. Yes, I can mark a tree on a map. I am amazing. Can you do the same on this next island? According to the map, we are looking for a pile of stones. Okay, so this island looks pretty round. And here's a pile of stones. Oh, we found a landmark. So, what's that? Okay, it goes to our map by itself. So we can use it to orient ourselves because yes, this island is round, which means we would struggle to say which way things are going. And then the pile of stones is directly above the landmark. So we take a little pin and we put it over here. I mean, really, like where this landmark is seems further away from the edge than I would be saying here. But it's like the stones are like halfway between the landmark and the edge. So let's confirm and see. 0 steps, we're exactly on the mark. Unbelievable, I thought the stones were on the other side, but I always hold the map upside down too. But how is that supposed to lead us to the treasure? I think we need help, and I already know exactly the right person. Another island. May I introduce Milo, an expert on the raven culture? Billy, I really don't think that's a good idea. Hi, Milo. You're a cute cat with lots of books. As you can see, he's not yet fully convinced of our adventure gang, and we need to change that. The best place to start is to show him how good we are. But first, we need some cool tools. And I already have just the right thing. This grid paper with a scale. I found it in my school bag, and I think was once my math homework. Unfortunately, I never understood it. Something about counting steps and transferring them to a scale. Maybe you could do something with it? Mark the pile of stones on the beach and show Milo what capable adventurers we are. And we've unlocked steps, grids, and scales. Hold mouse to count steps. Okay, so if we called it, we'll count how many steps we have done so we can measure things out. Cool. So we have this map and we've started here and we're looking for a pile of stones again. Yes. Pile of stones on the beach over there, and we have the grid here and one. So 2 grids are 10 steps, so 1 is 5 steps. Okay, so let's go to where the pile of stones is in the first place. Here, that's the one. And then it's exactly in line with this piece of coast. So we just have to measure from this corner to the pile of stones how many steps. So we're in the corner and we count steps. Basically 5, it just didn't count that last one because we collided with the stone. It's 5. So from this 5 steps, we're just gonna be exactly on this thing and we can confirm. Yep, we're exactly on the mark. I love that there's just a giant marker falling from the sky, like that's not a danger to anyone. That was indeed impressive. but I really don't intend to join a group. I haven't had such good experiences with that. I think I'd rather look for the raven culture on my own. Okay, well, we're not mean. You can be our friend. Frippery Milo. It's much more fun together. We can tell each other stories, play tag, or have tea parties. Oh yes, I love tea parties. I actually quite like having picnics. Great, then it's decided. Next we have a picnic, preferably at the highest point where lots of beautiful flowers grow. I've drawn a compass rose on the map so you always know where north is. Yes, I was wondering about that. Yes, so now we know north up there. We want flowers on the highest point. So we go up this hill and there's a landmark as well, so that will probably help. And it also has directions, so we can use it. Because yeah, I assume this is the highest point that we're gonna see. Yeah, with flowers. Because yeah, there's stuff here, but I think that's lower. Yeah, that's lower than this one. So if we go from the landmark center and we go east, count our steps. So 6 to 7 steps. I assume the center of this race is going to be fine. So somewhere around here on this line, that should do it. Oh, now there's a giant table falling. Well, we were perfect on the mark, but the table just fallen from the sky. The picnic was great. I haven't had such a good time in a long time, and your ability to find places is indeed remarkable. Maybe it really isn't a stupid idea to join you, but to find remnants of the Raven civilization, we will have to use the smallest clues to our advantage. Can you do that? I placed a sticker on the map. It should help you to mark the tree trunk on the east beach. You will also get my old sticker book with it. I've left some inside for you, so you can place some of them yourself and complete your map if you like. Okay, so we get more and more tools. We get little stickers, so we can place what we would like to mark on the map. We can favorite them to add them to the pile. Okay, so there was a pot that fell from the sky. So on the east beach, he said a tree trunk, which was I assume what was marked on the map. Okay, so what is this sticker about? Just like this tree? Because yeah, we can try to measure from this landmark here or the stone pile, right? To see how many steps. Or actually, is it aligned with this little island here? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, this is a line, so we can use that as reference. Although we're gonna have to do it a bit to the side because there are things in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 to 11 steps up from here. So it would be somewhere around here. Yeah. And then yes, it's just below this tree line. But if that's the tree on the map, then that doesn't quite align with what... I mean, I'm kind of assuming that's where this tree is on the map, but it may not be. It's like one step off. Well, let's see. No, that's perfect. So that sticker was just misleading. So what do you say, Milo? We together as a team, with our skills, we would find the treasure and the Raven people in no time. You mean the remains of the Raven people? Okay, I'm on board. We're going to an even bigger island. Whoa, that really was in no time. Ah, that's what I said. We are awesome. We have indeed discovered ruins. Could they truly be from the Raven people? That would be revolutionary. We'd be the first to lay eyes on it in centuries. No, millennia. Do you know what that means? Yes, the treasure and the map are not far away. No, I mean yes, but it's much bigger than that. It's unbelievable. The best place to start our investigation is the ruin in the east. So this game kind of makes me think about two things. One is the sport of orienteering, which is basically a thing where they give you a map with some route marked upon it, and you have to use your ability to navigate to basically follow the route. There's like points you have to get to, and do it in a good time. So that's like, I mean, it's a sport. That's basically what you do as an event. It's quite a fun thing if you're outdoorsy and like exploring and following maps. And another thing it makes me think about is like ever since I played Firewatch, I really wanted a game where it's as a kind of some sort of narrative experience built around walking in a forest, having a map, having to find your way around using just the navigational skills. Could be interesting. I mean, I played the demo for Radio Light, but that was like a horror game with little bits of wayfinding. Obviously this is a bit different because here we're trying to draw maps. So we have a few landmarks, but they're not in a state where they're actually getting logged on our map quite yet. Let's see what's about. So we have to mark the ruin on the east. So somewhere on the side of the little water inlet. Okay, well, this is not ruins, right? This is actual just rock formations. Or is this supposed to be ruins, this? I thought it was like a coastal rock formation, but maybe it's actual ruins. Then we go outside here. Okay, nothing hidden. What does it mean, this one? Because that's also kind of in the east, right? Because it's here near this inlet. So actually quite east-ish. Okay, so what's the best way for us to measure this in terms of location? Because like the river coming in is possibly our best marker for it, and then just how much from the actual coast it is in. Oh, this might actually be it. Yeah, this might be this on the map. So what's the alignment here? So slightly further east than this little bay. You can use the pencil, right? So we're like a little bit here, a couple steps maybe, more or less. And then how many steps that way? Okay, if you're falling, it sort of counts as more steps as you touch the ground, even though they're not full length. But it might be about 5 steps, so somewhere here, more or less. Okay, 0.4, so not perfect, but okay. Amazing! These are real Ida ruins. The maps are really real. Where on earth did you get them? Stolen from your parents? In any case, we should keep going. Next, we'll investigate the ruins in the north. So, in the north, gonna be somewhere there? Yeah, over there. Those ones? Is that what we want? Okay, well, let's look at the coastline. Kind of in and out here. Trying to establish basically where this is going to be, like this little bay shape. You can also just try from the previous ruin, that might be doable as well, right? If you go to this, because then we're aligned with east and north as well, if we use that. So yeah, from this ruin, it's... Okay, so about 12 steps from this ruin to the marker. So to be here, because yeah, that's 10, 11, 12, maybe it's somewhere around here. Because yeah, I'm not sure whether this was 2 or 3 steps in. I guess 3 based on this. And then from here, okay, we need a few more steps. About 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're kind of on this line here. And then we go from here. Yeah, it's like 14 steps maybe from here. So 10 about here for this one. Okay, well, let's see how slightly longer distance measuring has gone. Bit off. Oh no, it's better. I guess they kind of counts the entire area of it. Is that a real treasure map in the northern ruin? Does it lead us to the Raven King's great treasure? Did we do it? Come on, go dig it up quickly. Tool unlocked. Dig for treasure anywhere. Keep an eye out for hints. Okay, we have a wheel of tools. And we dig. Okay, it says dig over there. So like dig on the coast and like between the 2 bays. So like here somewhere. So if we just go straight north from here, this bit. Again, not sure how precise we're being. Okay, let's examine this better then. Oh, maybe no. Okay, it's slightly further down the map, I think. So I think like this shape, there's like a really sticking out bit, and then that smooth dome, and then stick out, and then big bay. So I think this here is the big bay, and this is this two sticking out bits. So this treasure is here. So we have to go back a line with this inlet. So yeah, it started obviously quite simple because it was just like, oh yeah, go to that tree and mark it, and then that kind of stuff. But they're adding more layers. So I think if they build on that, I would actually be quite interested in a game like that. So is this treasure on the beach here then? Yep, there it is. It's a highlighter. Treasure! Are you alright, Billy? It was very unlikely that this would be the big treasure. Please don't be disappointed. Disappointed? Fiddlesticks, we have found our first treasure, a text marker. How exciting! Now we can not only note our ideas with the pencil, but also mark them with the yellow marker. Awesome! We need more colors. There's an angry octopus. We should be careful. There are 3 treasures to find on this new island. I already noticed it on the previous islands, but this landmark, I believe, the Raven King built himself. There are writings that speak of a tool for orientation, and since the king is a cartographer, the Raven King was a cartographer? Well, yes, that's common knowledge. Tell me, did you too do any research on the Raven King before you went on your adventure? Well, no, not really. We should take a closer look. The landmark and the opposite corner. I have a feeling they're somehow connected. The best way to find out is to mark the corner southeast of the landmark and one behind the tower. Yes, we can find optional treasures, and this one has 3. Okay, so we've got nothing marked here, but we do have our highlighter. Yeah, fortunately everything is erasable. Well, let's go to this ruin and see what we have here. Yeah, there is something here. There is a big foot and some bees. Hi, bees. Okay, so here under the foot is one treasure, more or less. And what else? This ruin is quite big. And we have a landmark with the compass rose, so we have directions. So he wanted mark the wall corner southeast of the landmark behind the tower. So southeast over there. Okay, so he wants us to mark this corner on the map. So it should be easy with this rose being here. So that's no, we don't want to dig right now. We want to count steps. Okay, so 5 steps here, and then I assume 5 steps this way as well. Yeah, sometimes the steps don't quite pop in, so it's one short. Yeah, so 5 steps south, 5 steps east from here. So that gives us this corner here, and we can confirm that. Perfect! Once again. I think we're onto something. We should take a closer look at another corner. Wait, why is that? A stone with glyphs? Stone with glyphs? Okay, we have to find a stone cube with glyphs. Is that one over there? Yep, that looks pretty glyphy to me. Okay, well, those subdivisions seem maybe equal, but let's measure for accuracy. Also, the map on her back is huge. Yeah, it's 5 steps, and then 5 steps because so it's 10 steps east and 5 steps north for the cube. So here and here. Once again, perfect. Incredible, revolutionary. I have to research this immediately. Okay, and now Milo? Shh, I need to concentrate. Okay, we'd better leave Milo alone. Meanwhile, here's a new sticker for your sticker box. There are 6 little raven statues. I think I've seen some here on the island too, haven't I? Do you want me to sticky them on? I guess look for treasure maps so we can treasure, yeah, this building. With some raven-like creatures on top, maybe. More bees. You got any treasure bees? No. Path here. I mean, we can go to the foot and then dig up the treasure there. Maybe we'll get a new crayon. Yeah, because this is the foot. So if we cross over from the foot, the treasure is somewhere here. There we go. We've got a pen. Yep, we can draw with this pen now. Okay, so we actually have to mark up the 6 raven statues, if I can find them. And you are up here. Ah! I have fallen. A good vantage point here. Did we see anything? I mean, the ruin for sure is here, but nothing that looks like a statue quite from here. And I guess it's now... Like, if they're not all together, then we have to mark multiple points before we check. Any treasure maps? Nope. There we go. Okay, so they are all together. Also, is this a treasure you're standing on? No. Okay, well, fine. So what's my best way to measure where you are down here? There are some coast features we could maybe have a look at. Like this sticky out shape could be here, and then that's here, and that's the very sticky out shape peninsula, I guess. Yeah. So it's somewhere between like those areas. Looking at this coast, going from here. Okay, and we ended up on this shape here. And that was about 11-12 steps, so it would basically be here. We can sticky it. I mean, I assume we have to put a pin anyway. The sticker is just to say what the pins are for. Well, let's see this other direction that it aligns as I think it does. We go this way. We basically come out on the coast here. Yeah, that feels more like this. So that would suggest we came out here. But then I can't tell whether I'm, quite aligned with each direction because I don't have the compass. If we align with the shoreline, because it seems to be facing very aligned with direction, and then run forward, then we come out a bit above the statues. So why did I get... Unless, yeah, I probably wasn't aligned running. I wasn't running directly south, maybe, because obviously, again, I can't tell. Maybe if I go this way, it's gonna be a better alignment with the walls. Because, like, this might be part of the structure nicely. Oh, yeah, because this is aligned with the compass rose. So this might be a better measurement, because that goes directly west. I can't jump up when we're measuring. But it's 5 to the wall. And then it's 5 each time, so that's 10, 15. So we've gone 15 west, so that would be here. And that's much better aligned with the statues. And then we measure from here. And we also know that now we're facing south. So 8 or 9, so that's more here. So let's put the pin here and see. Yep, 0 steps. Doing well, doing well. Okay, I think it says something like ruin 3 reps. Reps? Or does it say biceps? Oh no, steps. It said 3 steps long. Okay, so it's 3 steps long. Mark the ruin that is 3 steps long. Okay, so some kind of small building we're looking for. Well, there was like a tiny building here. Yeah, exactly. Is that 3 steps long? If we start here. Yep, that's looks pretty good for 3 steps. Have to check them all. That is 2, and that's probably longer than 3. Yep, okay, so yeah, I think that first one was the best one. I just need to find a good reference point. So I think those sections are 5 every time. Paranoid, I need to check. Yep, okay, so we've moved. Okay, 10 steps is too far. It needs to be maybe 2 steps here, so 7 altogether. And then we go here, this direction. Just have to get around the bigger building. Okay, so about 12 steps to the middle of it. So we've got 5, 6, 7 steps maybe to go there. And then 12 steps north. So approximately here, this pin. You can see through the trees. 3.7 steps away? That's terrible. Unfortunately, languages have never been my talent, as you've noticed. I couldn't decipher much of the glyphs. I hate to say it, but I think we need to hire a translator. Oh yes, a new crew member. This is going to be fantastic. I'm going to be a poster up on the pinboard at school. Pilot pirates are looking for a motivated translator. Required language, a dead raven language. Gra gra. Pilot pirates? The name is still work in progress. But what are we going to do while we wait? I can tell you that. I was able to decipher a few words. Treasure and community center. And I know from my books that the ravens like to meet in the longest house on the estate, the one with the most windows. Do I hear treasure? Yes, so they got the treasure in the village hall. Well, I would say this is probably the village hall because it's long and it has windows. I'm not sure if there's got any map for it, or is it just dig in here until treasure? There we go. There is treasure. Oh. Divider is truly impressive. This means that from now on, you can also measure diagonally. This opens up a whole new dimension of possibilities. Awesome, fantastic. We already found so many awesome sauce treasures, and I'm sure we'll find a lot of other cool stuff. I wonder what the Raven King's great treasure will be. Maybe a compass that always points to the destination that the user desires the most instead of north. Or a fruit that gives me long arms. Or maybe a stupid t-shirt. Yes, what could this treasure be? What do you think it would be? Tell us your opinion. Yes. We were in total 4.5 steps off. That last one was my worst work yet, but I have actually really enjoyed this. I don't know, I have a thing for maps and looking at them and marking things on them, so this was fun. This was fun. So I'm hoping to play this where it comes out. But let me know in the comments what you think about it. And if you enjoy this content, consider liking or subscribing. And I will see you soon on another adventure.